Guys, so I'm on week 4 of GLP-1, and this week would be week 5. So on Wednesday would be my 5th shot, but no, it would be technically my 4th one because I missed my shot last week because my car broke down. Dude, being a single mom with no car, I didn't have a car for like 3 days. So me and the kids were in the house like door dashing, Instacarting, Grubhubbing, every damn thing. You guys want to know how my car stopped? I was in the middle of driving home from my last week's GLP-1 appointment. And we are like literally just a few blocks away from my apartment. We're coming from Minneapolis and we live in Brooklyn Park. So we just pulled into Brooklyn Park. Thank God we make it a few blocks away from my apartment. I'm literally like in the middle of switching lanes and my car just stops like right before the intersection. So first of all, my kids, they kind of act a little spoiled, and my car was really hot. The AC was on, but the car was really hot because I had the car turned off, because every time I tried to turn it on, it'd be like because the fuel pump went out. And so I just shut the car off, and we're like in the middle of switching lanes, so we're right on the line, right before the intersection. And my kids, like, I'm already stressed out. I'm on the phone with AAA trying to get my car towed back to my apartment so I can have the mechanic come look at it. And my kids are just in the back seat just whining like, Mom, it's hot. Let's go. I don't want to sit in this car. And then like they hear me on the phone with AAA, and then AAA goes, it can take up to 90 minutes for your car to, you know, it can take up to 90 minutes for us to come pick up your car, right? And so my youngest son hears 90 minutes, my 9-year-old, and he just like loses it because he's like, Mom, I don't want to wait in this hot car for 90 minutes. I'm like, we could be standing outside walking in this hot sun, and you guys are tripping over having to wait in a hot car. Thank God it only took like 5 minutes for AAA to get us and pick us up. And there was 3 of us, so they had this tiny little pickup truck. And so they put my 2 kids in the back seat of that little tiny pickup truck, and then put my big behind in the front with 2 other, bigger white guys. And we rolled to my apartment. And so we get back to my apartment, and my car decides to start the next day. And I'm like, cool. I need an oil change. It's overdue. I'm so good for that, right? And so I get to Valvoline, and I turn my car off, and they give me my oil change. And this is all in Brooklyn Park, honey. And so there's only one Valvoline, and there's like a Taco Bell right next door to it or whatever. And when we tried, after they changed my oil, they said, start the car for us just so we can see what's going on. I start the car, it goes woof, 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 woof. I'm like, no, my car broke down at Valvoline. So while everybody's in line trying to get their oil changed, I'm a sitting duck. So here I go with my kids in the back seat, hitting each other and whining. Mom, what are we doing? Mom, where are we going? Why are we just sitting here, Mom? Because we're all getting the oil change. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so this time I got to get these kids out of this car because they're going to get on my nerves whining about how hot it is or why are we sitting here. And so I'm like, okay, boys, are you guys hungry? Do you guys want to go get Taco Bell? And they're like, yay. So I'm like, okay, we about to go get Taco Bell. And so I call AAA and I tell them, okay, my car is broke down inside of the Valvoline. I need you guys to go in there and get my car out. And me and my kids are going to go to Taco Bell and grab something to eat. This time, the tow truck driver tells me and my kids that they can only store up to 2 people in the car. And so I don't know how you guys are going to be able to get back to your apartment because we can only have 2 people in the vehicle. I'm like, well, the last car let us ride all 3 of us, so I don't understand. I have not had to walk unwillingly for a long time. And so we had to walk. So I'm like, okay, look, we about to get on these 2 feet and get going. I think before I had to humble myself and hop on the bus the year before last because I lost my driver's license and I had to pay to get my license reinstated and a whole bunch of stuff. And so I had to take a city bus for about a year until I can get my license back. But like I have not had to walk nowhere unwillingly for a while. So me and my kids walked back from the Taco Bell to the Valve line, and then we had to hop in the Lyft to go home, which really sucks because I hate spending money on Lyft rides. It's like the most expensive thing. After it all adds up, you'll wonder like where your whole paycheck went. Anyways, so we get home and I reach out to a couple of guys. I have like a list of mechanics in my phone that I talk to. And I didn't think to call my ex-boyfriend Bengali, but you know, because the last conversation that him and I had was like, he broke up with me. And so I was just like, whatever. I called this one guy that, you know, didn't really like me. He was just like, he just didn't like me. I felt like he didn't like me. We were friends on Facebook, but we stopped talking on Facebook. And so, like, he offered to fix it. And at first, he didn't really feel comfortable doing it. And I kind of realized that at first, but then I was just like, you know, just fix the car. I'll pay you whatever you want. And he's just like, okay. And so he had a hard time removing the ring from the fuel pump. And so he said he ordered a new ring online, which was kind of weird because I was like, we can just go grab one from O'Reilly. But he's like, no, let's get this one online. I'll be back on the 4th of June to fix it. But I'm just like, I'm a single mom. I need my car. And my kids, like, I have to get them off to school. I got to do this. I got to do that. And so I ended up humbling myself and calling my ex-boyfriend Bengali. And we got to arguing about our past and why we broke up and how he got this new girlfriend and all this other stuff and how she better than me. And so since we got to an argument, he added an extra $20 on top of the $100 that he was already charging me, which made me more sad because I gave the other mechanic $469, which he told me that he was not going to refund, on top of having to give my ex-boyfriend Bengali $100, so that's $569, on top of an additional $25 as an additional fee just because we got into an argument. And he was trying to get back with me. I'm like, how you gonna get back with me and charge me extra? Bengali moved up in the world, y'all. He got to start talking about my car. Like, you need a new car. How you on a business, but you driving this 06? You got a hoopty. I'm like, Look, I love my little hoopty, okay? My little hoopty be getting me from point A to point B. Okay, it's inexpensive. And it drives well. All I gotta do is keep up on the maintenance of it. And that's why you're here talking trash about my little hoopty, okay? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here come Bengali like, and my girlfriend, she got a 2026. And you over here driving a 06. I should have paid him $75 for the job. He got me messed up, honey. I should have gave him less. I would much rather have a business and invest money into ads and marketing and covering my overhead, you know what I'm saying, than to be driving around in a brand new car trying to keep up with the Joneses, making car payments. I could use those car payments and invest that in business and give me a little hoopty off of Facebook Marketplace until I blow up. Can the church say amen? And then on top of that, Bengali trying to get me to come over to his new apartment and trying to sweet talk me after talking all the trash about how much more his new girlfriend got than I had. Girl, Bengali came over there with that muscle shirt on, showing off them big African muscles. I almost got back together with him, girl. And he was like trying to work it out with me towards like the end of the conversation, like, come over to my new place and all this other. Forgot about his whole new girlfriend with the 2026 already. This is the final look, you guys. That GLP-1 is snatching my face right up, you guys.